Hello everyone, I'm Jimmy Conrad, and before we start this week's LaLiga Zone, I just want to offer up a big thank you to all the people who made the LaLiga Santander Fest such a successful event this past weekend. It raised over 600,000 euros to raise funds to acquire medical supplies to fight the coronavirus, which is amazing and makes me proud to be a part of the LaLiga family. So I thought you should know. Anyway, let's get on with the show. And now it's time for the best players in LaLiga Santander, presented by Sling TV. And this week we're going to be talking about Villarreal's Santi Cazorla, who after going through a significant spell on the sideline due to an ankle injury that required 8 surgeries, which, let's be honest, would have ended most careers. The 35-year-old has had a renaissance with the Yellow Submarine, tallying 8 goals and 6 assists in 24 games this season. And here's what makes him special. It's his ability to turn a game in an instant. Whether he's unlocking the opposing defense with a great pass, which he did against Osasuna to set up Ruben Peña's match-winning goal, or scoring the match winner himself, which was a tidy finish against a very good Real Sociedad team away from home, or this absolute bomb of a goal from outside the box against Barcelona, which, if I would have scored that, I think I would have retired right then. I just would have walked off the field, taken off my boots, waved to the crowd and said, "That's it, I'm done." Or when he steps up with all the pressure on his shoulders to take the penalties for his club, and fun fact, he's yet to miss this season. So, the playmaker is, for me, the most underrated Spanish midfielder of his generation, when he should be talked about in the same breath as Xavi, Andres Iniesta, David Silva, and Xabi Alonso, which is the highest praise I can bestow upon him. Also, I've only been talking about this season. He's played in La Liga for many years, and he has done some things that will blow your mind. Like when he chipped a goalkeeper from 40 yards out when he was playing for Malaga, or when he's doing cheeky give and goes to chop up an excellent Barcelona team when he was a little bit younger with Villarreal. And I didn't say this before, but I want to highlight just how good his feet are as well, especially in tight spaces. He's got a ton of tricks in his bag, world-class ability with either foot, and the imagination and quality to execute in any situation, so it's a real treat to watch him play. Anyway, that is the end of this week's edition of the best players from this season in La Liga Santander. But once your favorite league in the world starts up again, you can catch all the action on Sling TV, because Sling TV is the official partner of La Liga in North America. Okay, so listen up. Last week I introduced LaLiga Legends for the first time ever on LaLiga Zone, and because I love doing it, and because it was so well received, we're doing it again. And this week we're going to start with Sergio Aguero. The Argentine striker made a move from his home country at the age of 18 in 2006 to sign with Atletico Madrid, and he never looked back. He was the 3rd highest scorer in the league the following season with 19 goals as a 19-year-old, and over the next 3 seasons, he was always in the top 10 in the league in scoring as he formed one of the best attacking partnerships in the world with Diego Forlan. And here are 2 of my favorites that he scored during his 5 seasons with Atleti. And first up, it's his goal against Almeria in 2009, which really shows what makes him special, as he takes on 1 defender, then 2, and then creates enough space to smash it with his weak foot, that is, if you think he has a weak foot, I'm not sure that he does, and into the top of the net. And the second one is against Real Madrid in the always big Madrid derby the following season, because we all know that Aguero is quick and that he has tremendous finishing ability to go along with a ton of composure on the ball, especially in the box. But this goal really highlights how great his runs are off of a defender's shoulder to create a passing lane, and it showed his strength, because I can't name too many players that can body up a defender like Aguero did here to Pepe, which shows just how complete of a player Aguero truly is. And then there is Raul. And what can I say about one of the greatest strikers to ever play for Real Madrid? He scored 228 goals in La Liga, won the Golden Boot as the league's top scorer twice, and won the league trophy 6 times, including the 2002-2003 season, which might go down as one of the most talented teams in La Liga history, with Raul, Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, Luis Figo, Roberto Carlos, Claude Makélélé, Iker Casillas in goal, and honestly, I would put this team up against any team in the history of the sport, and I think they'd be the favorites to win. They were that good. But that's a conversation for another time, because we're here to celebrate the elegance and world-class ability of Raul. Was this one he scored against Real Betis in 2008, because it shows not only a top quality finish, but also how quickly he's thinking the game. He knows if he takes an extra touch here before he shoots, the defenders and goalkeeper can get their feet set and block it. But if he hits it first time, no one can react, and this is perfect proof as to how effective that can be. And finally, it's Johan Cruyff, the Dutch international who became an instant legend at Barcelona after winning the La Liga title in his first season at the club, which was also the first time that Barca had won the league in 14 years. And it included him scoring what is most definitely one of the most famous goals in Barcelona's history. And I say this not only because it was the match winner in Barcelona's 2-1 win over the defending league champions Atletico Madrid in the 1973-74 season, but because it's an impossible goal. How does he score this? It's unbelievable! But his influence on the Spanish game wasn't only felt by his time as a player. He also helped revolutionize how the sport was played when he took over as manager of Barcelona in 1988 by establishing a philosophy and playing style that only took 2 years to truly develop into something special, as he and Barca won 4 straight La Liga titles from 1991 to 1994. And more than that, his ideology still lives on in the club today due to the amount of Barcelona managers it inspired after he left, like Louis van Gaal, Frank Rijkaard, and the most successful manager in the club's history, Pep Guardiola, which proves why Johan Cruyff is a legend in every sense of the word. Alright everyone, so here we go. Another week, another installment of Jimmy's translations, and this week's word is ruleta, which means roulette in English because, as you see at the roulette table in casinos, the wheel goes around and around and around, and it's the same for the players, as they use the roulette to spin out of trouble. So it's a great move to use if you're under pressure because it helps you protect the ball while simultaneously moving into a new space. Also, and it has to be said, the roulette looks super cool too. So not only have you learned a new word, you got a new move that you can practice with all this free time you now have at home. So you're welcome. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of LaLiga Zone for this week, but thank you for watching as always, and please be safe and smart out there as we patiently wait for La Liga to return. I'll see you next week. Un abrazo.